talk about comics. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about comics. Hey friends, how you doing? It's Charles here. And today I want to talk about the new Iron Man book, the Iron Man The Stark Roxxon War. I haven't been following Iron Man that closely. I got on board for the crossover with Black Cat, and I don't know if I've really read much since. But this is an exciting new arc, um, and it was great to come in even without knowledge of what has happened with the character. And a couple of years, to be honest with you, it starts with a lot of familiar themes that we see throughout society. Uh, we see the scene of a boycott or a walkout, a union walkout from one of Tony Stark's properties, one of his warehouses, and you see, the union they're trying to get in, and there's these two, corporate security guards encouraging them to leave, and next thing you know, these two guards hulk up and start going to town on the union, and in flies Tony, and not being familiar with what's going on in this universe, I didn't know whose side he was on. But you find out in short order that that particular factory had been taken from him, and he had recently reacquired it. And he goes in, he saves the Union guys first and foremost, and wants to stop the manufacturing of arms and employ these guys doing something else, and the union guys are skeptical. But they agree to work with him, and as he's flying out, his suit malfunctions. And one thing they did cleverly is, there's a throwaway line. You think it's a throwaway line where he's like, it's good. I didn't need my my magic repellent suit, which is, and he had one of those. But you find out later on that is why he falls out of the sky, is that he thought it was a technical issue where he was being attacked via magic from a person who he previously a foe that he previously thought dead, who has been brought back to life in the Marvel universe. Another one I wasn't familiar with, but she does prove herself formidable and entertaining. And there's a lot to love in this book. The mirroring of current issues with the union, and then he goes on social media as he's recovering, and he deals with all these different people trolling him about his suit malfunctioning. And so it's kind of a fun thing that ties the story in with modern society as well. And he has an interesting, intriguing, and most of all formidable foe. And so there are real stakes in this, and Tony is vulnerable in this story. And you know he looks strong enough to where that he can get set things right, but there's that if, there's that maybe, and there's so many moving parts, from corporate espionage to takeovers. He's fighting for his company back and his technology back, and fighting to save the people that work for him and the people in the community. He's fighting both in the boardroom and on the streets. So it's a very entertaining book, even if you've not been following Tony Stark's story. I highly recommend it. I am definitely on board for the rest of the run. It's going to be for one of the top number one issues I've read this year. So you guys check it out. Get a little comic book store, and as I always suggest, if you don't have a little comic book store, check out my friend Jeff out at coffeeandcomic.com. They ship nationwide with great prices, and you're supporting a small business. So go check them out, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I am out.